Hello, this is the lecture number 5 for the chapter binomial theorem, and we are discussing the exercise 8.2, and in the last lecture we have discussed up to question number 9. Now in question number 10, it is given that there is a binomial expansion 1 plus x raised to power n, and it is given that the coefficient of r minus 1th term, rth term and r minus 1th term is equal to 1 is to 3 is to 5. It is r plus 1. So whenever you have to find the coefficient of a term, you have to write the term in the form r plus 1. So we have r minus 1 and we have to write in the form r plus 1. So for r minus 1 you can write r plus 1. For r minus 1 you can write r minus 2 plus 1. R minus 2 plus 1, it will remain r minus 1 equal to this. Why we are doing this? Because we have to write the term in the form r plus 1. So in this case r will be equal to r minus 2 to find any term. So the coefficient of r minus term, r minus 1th term will be equal to combination of n r. In place of n we have n itself, and in place of r we have r minus 2, and this is the coefficient combination of n r. In place of n we have n, and in place of r we have r minus 2. Now for the coefficient of term r, we have to write in form r plus 1. So for r you can write r minus 1 plus 1. So now in this case the r will be equal to r minus 1. So the coefficient of rth term is equal to combination of n r minus 1. Now for the coefficient of t r plus 1th term, it is already in the form r plus 1. So in this case the r is r itself, so its coefficient will be combination of n r. So like this you can easily find the coefficient of any term. Always write in the form r plus 1, so you will get the value of r. In r minus 1, the r will be equal to r minus 1th term, r will be equal to r minus 2, because you have to write in the form r plus 1. For rth term, you can write r minus 1 plus 1. Here the value of r will be r minus 1. For r plus 1th term, it is already in the r plus 1th form, so the value of r here is r. So their coefficient will be combination of nr, combination of nr, combination of nr, where n is n itself, and it is given the ratio of these three. Coefficient is equal to 1 is to 3 is to 5. Now you have to solve this ratio to find the value of n and r. So the ratio of the first these two combination will be equal to 1 upon 3, and the ratio of these two is equal to 3 is to 5. To write this, you have to write ratio of this into this is equal to 1 is to 3, ratio of this and this is equal to 3 is to 5. So solve the combination. You know the formula for the combination. It is n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. N factorial, r factorial, n minus r, it will be n minus r plus 2. In the denominator n factorial, r minus 1 factorial, and n minus r minus 1 will be n minus r plus 1 factorial is equal to 1 upon 3. Divide it, multiply by taking the reciprocals, and see the expansion of the factorial, and we have discussed already in the previous lectures also. So how you have to solve it? N factorial will be cancelled out with this n factorial. Now r minus 2 factorial, r minus 1 factorial, you have to expand the greater one. So in r minus 2 and r minus 1 is greater. So for r minus 1 factorial, you can write r minus 1, r minus 2 factorial. So that r minus 2 factorial will be cancelled out. For this n minus r plus 2, n minus r plus 1, n minus r plus 2 is greater. So for this you write n minus r plus 2, n minus r plus 1 factorial. So by this will be cancelled out with this. R minus 2 factorial will be cancelled out with r minus 2. So I am getting r minus 1 upon n minus r plus 2 equal to 1 upon 3. Cross multiply, you will get an equation in terms of n and r, which is equal to 4r minus n is equal to 5. Similarly, you take the ratio of these two equal to 3 upon 5. So again combination of n minus r will be equal to n factorial, r minus 1 factorial, n minus r minus 1, that is n minus r plus 1 factorial. Then the denominator n factorial, r factorial, n minus r factorial. Multiply by reciprocaling it, it will be again n factorial, it is r minus 1 factorial, and it is n minus r plus 1 factorial. To expand the greater one, so for r and r minus 1 factorial, you can expand r, which is r into r minus 1 factorial. For n minus r factorial and n minus r plus 1, it is n minus r plus 1 factorial. So you can write n minus r plus 1 into n minus r factorial. So n minus r factorial will be cancelled out, n minus r factorial. R minus 1 factorial cancelled out with r minus 1. So you are simply getting a linear equation in two variable n and r, which is equal to 8r minus 3n is equal to 3. Solve these two equations simultaneously. You will get the value of r as 3 and n is equal to 7. So it is a good question. One solved example is also given before this exercise in the NCERT book. So do these two questions very carefully and carefully cancel out this factorial. So in this question number 10. Now in question number 11, again it is a good question. It is given that rather you have to prove that the coefficient of x raised to power n in the binomial expansion of 1 plus x to the power 2n is equal to twice the coefficient of x to the power n in 1 plus x raised to the power 2n minus 1. So whenever you have to find the coefficient of any term, naturally you have to find the general term. So the general term of 1 plus x raised to the power 2n will be equal to r plus 1 combination of nr x raised to power r. Here n is 2n and r is r itself and x is x itself. Now you have to find the coefficient of x to the power n here. So you put x raised to power r is equal to x raised to power n, therefore r will be equal to n. So when you have to find the coefficient of x raised to power n in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to power 2n, the value of r is n. So the coefficient of x to the power n will be combination of nr. Here you have to put the value of r, which is equal to n. This is the coefficient of x to the power n in this binomial expansion. Similarly, here you have to find the coefficient of x raised to power n this binomial expansion, that is 1 plus x raised to power 2n minus 1, where n is 2n minus 1. So its general term will be tr plus 1 is equal to combination of nr x raised to power r. So in place of r we have 2n minus 1, and because you have to obtain it here x raised to power n, to put x to the power r is equal to x to the power n, because we need here x to the power n, the coefficient of x to the power n. So when you are equating it, you are getting the value of r as n. So therefore the coefficient of x to the power n in this will be combination of 2n minus 1 n, because the value of r is n here. Now what do you have to prove? You have to prove that this coefficient is twice of this coefficient. You have to prove this. Read the question carefully. You have to prove that this coefficient is equal to twice of the coefficient of x to the power n in the binomial expansion of this. You have to prove that these two are equal. So simply prove them equal. So 2n factorial r factorial n minus r, you will get this by using a formula of combination. For 2n factorial you can write 2n minus 1 factorial, and for n factorial you can write n minus 1 factorial. So n will be cancelled out with this n. So it is 2n minus 1 n factorial n minus 1 factorial, which is equal to this by expanding this by using the combination n factorial r factorial n minus 1. So these two are same, because you have to prove that this is equal to twice of this. Coefficient of x to the power n of this binomial expansion is equal to coefficient of x to the power n of this binomial expansion. So they are equal to each other. So this is the question number 11 of second exercise. In question number 12 of this, you have to find the value of m when the coefficient of x to the power 2 is equal to 6, it is given. So the coefficient of x to the power 2 we need. So naturally you have to find the general term for 1 plus x to the power n. So the general term will be of this 1 plus x to the power n will be equal to tr plus 1 combination of nr x raised to power r. So in place of n we have m, and we need here x to the power r, we need here x to the power 2, because we have to find the coefficient of x to the power 2. So put x to the power r is equal to x to the power 2. So the value of r will be equal to 2. So the coefficient of x square will be obtained by putting the value of r as 2 here. Combination of m2 will be the coefficient of x to the power 2. This is combination of m2. And it is given that coefficient of x to the power 2 is equal to 6. Solve this combination, which is m factorial upon r factorial m minus r factorial. Expand m factorial m minus 1 m minus 2 factorial, that is m minus 2 will cancel out with this m minus 2 factorial. Cross multiply it, you will get the value of m as 4 and minus 3, because we are doing the binomial expansion for the positive integers. So the value of m is equal to 4. So this is the question number 12, because here the coefficient of x to the power 2 is given is equal to 6, and you have to find the value of m To find the coefficient of any term, we always have to find the journal term and put x e power r is equal to x e power 2 because we need x e power 2, coefficient of x e power 2. So like this you can find unknown values. Now in question number 1 of the miscellaneous exercise, it is given that in the expansion of a plus b raised to power n, the first 3 terms are given. The first term, the second term and the third term are given, and you have to find the value of a, b and n. So see it very carefully. The first term is given as 729. For the first term you write r plus 1 form. So for 1 you can write 0 plus 1. So the value of r here is 0. So combination of nr, x raised to power n minus r, y raised to power r is equal to 7290. So combination of n0 is 1, a ki power n and b ki power 0 is 1. So a ki power n is 729. Similarly, for the second term, that is t2, you can write r plus 1 in the form r plus 1. So the value of r is equal to 1. So put in this formula, combination of nr, x raised to power n minus r, y raised to power r, 7290. Because the value of r here is 1. Combination of nr, x raised to power n minus r, y raised to power r. X here is a, y here is b. So you are getting this. Combination of n1 is n. You are getting this. Similarly, for the third term, you can write 2 plus 1. For t3, you write 2 plus 1. So the value of r is 2. So combination of nr, that is 2, a raised to power n minus r and y raised to power, and it is given equal to 30375. So these are 3 equations, and you have to use these 3 equations to find the value of a, b and n. You can use any method to find these 3 values of a, b and n. I am using it, I am solving it by multiplying the first and the second equation. So multiply left with left and right with right, I am getting this. So say it very carefully. This is a raised to power n plus a raised to power n minus 1, n and b, and right inside 7290. So simplify this, I am getting only n minus 1 upon n equal to this fourth term, and the third is this. Now squaring the third, that is n square a ki power n minus 1 into 2 b square is equal to 7290. So what I have done, I have multiplied the first and the third, left with left and right with right, and I will squaring both the side. The second, that is n square a ki power n 2 n minus 1 b ki power 2 is equal to 7290. Now this is the next equation. I have let it equal to 4. This is the fifth equation. It obtained by squaring both the side. Now how can you solve it? You divide these two, divide fourth by fifth, you divide it, you are getting the value of n as 6. When you put n is equal to 6 in the first equation, n is equal to 6 in the first equation, you will get the value of a, which is equal to 3. When you put a is equal to a and the value of n as 6 in this equation number 2, you will get the value of b, which is coming out to be 5. So you can use your own method to find the value of a, b and n when we have these 3 equations. Now what I have done, I have multiplied the first and third, and divide by multiplying the first and third, I have called it fourth equation, and dividing this fourth with fifth, which is obtained by squaring the second equation both sides, I have got the value of n, which is equal to 6. Okay, we'll discuss the next question in the next lecture. Thank you.